What's going on, folks? Razer MP here. I'm out here at Cowtown Range. I'm here with Jeff from the Weapon Collective. This is our challenge that we talked about a long time ago, and it's finally come to fruition. We started with a basic gun, the Mac-9 DS, and we wanted to show you guys what you can do. You don't necessarily have to spend the big dollars to get into that 1911, 2011 space. So we took some time and decided to make our own pistols out of this, right? So develop it and actually have some real professional folks work on it and show you what you can get for the money. And this is gonna be our big reveal. And Jeff, you wanna go first? You want me to go first?
Either way, I'll go first. How about that? So under here, I'll just talk as we go through it. So yeah, took a base 5-inch Mac-9. We call it $1,000, right? Had a limit of $3,500 budget total, gun, everything. And so,
wow,
this is the Mac-9. We'll get some B-roll of this. The front sight is missing. I could not get the dovetail to get back in there.
Okay.
So I don't want a front sight, but we ran out of time to get the filler. But everything else, went with the Phoenix Trinity steel grip, and then all the work was done by Viking Firearms. So it's their porting package. I don't think there's a name for it, but it is excessively ported. I'll put it that way. And then just did a little, obviously went with the Trijicon SRO, Surefire X300. This is, I think their magwell. Well, it's an Atlas magwell, sorry. And then the Phoenix Trinity steel grip, which I really like that weight. That really helps for me. And then just a little coating.
That looks amazing.
Little labeling on it, and it turned out, I haven't shot it all that much, so we'll find out how it shoots today.
So,
but looking forward to it.
So for mine, I went a little bit different.
Okay.
And I'll tell you that.
Well, that's the idea. We want different.
Exactly. So I spent, what did we spend? About $1,800. About $1,800 for this thing. $1,800 to have what you're about to see done, and it just so happens the guy that did it, Lauren from Chandler Tactical, is here. After this, I'm gonna have him run you through exactly what he did, because he did so much to it. And we're both former Army guys, and I told him I want something that kind of represented what our time in service. So when you take a look at that, it's a combination of that and a little bit of my logo built into that. So without further ado, let me see if I can
see that green in there. I like it already.
So we went with a Willy, Jeep Willy kind of
nice.
theme. And let me see if I can get this thing out. It's stuck because it has so much
Velcro.
Here you go.
Oh, wow.
Look at that.
That's no joke right there. That turned out really cool.
So this is amazing. Lauren, you want to come on over here and walk us through exactly what he did? If you can see the porting. Awesome. The porting all the way through this thing is just amazing. We'll do some B-roll like you said. Why don't you tell us exactly what you had done to this?
All right, so what we did is we went ahead and just got rid of that factory slide altogether. The way the factory slide was kind of cut, it kind of limited us on like our ability to give the gun like extreme character, right? So we went ahead and just started with a blank 5-inch slide. Went ahead and got like a rough idea of what a Willys Jeep would look like, and kind of gave it like that flat, just old school military styling. So we went ahead and gave it the cut, kind of reminiscent of like that tub of the Willys Jeep. I wanted to build, I'm a competitive shooter, so I wanted to build him kind of like an open race gun. And so went ahead and did the ports. When we ported the barrel, we went ahead and ported his logo all the way through. So we actually have a dagger port in the front.
Your chevrons.
Your chevrons with the little star on there, just to kind of make like that one-off barrel porting. Did the charging handle on there, and then a Da Vinci mount. Da Vinci just makes amazing mounts. So drilled the factory frame for 5-on-5, so he can mount that on there, take that off, just put a thumb rest, you know, kind of change it up. And then full EGW internals with a short flat face trigger, silicone carbide grip on a let's see, which one was this? LFA,
yeah.
Live Free Armory. got one of their aluminum grips with their mag well, and yeah, that was about it. And then finished it up in a Odin Green Cerakote, and then the barrel I wanted to match the seat of the Jeeps, so we did a canvas tan for the barrel.
Yeah,
Very cool.
Did the bumper numbers for the serial number, so just like they do on the
Okay,
Jeeps.
I was going to ask you about what the number was.
And my MP cross pistols for Razer MP. I was a military policeman in the service, so he was nice enough to put that there to memorialize that. And what you can't see really is when you pull this and lock it back to the rear, you can probably see the Razer MP depending on where the light hits it.
Yeah.
He etched it into the side, but didn't
And
want
the
to make it too
US Army.
obvious. Yep.
Wanted to leave it embossed, kind of like that.
Yeah, it
subdued
looks
look
good, yeah.
for his logo.
But this was all.
I'll let you guys get to it.
Thanks. This was all $1,800 for the entire package of Cerakoting, everything else. No discounts, no anything. I wanted to make sure that it stayed accurate as far as pricing goes. So if you came by his shop, this is what it would cost to do all that you see right here. I bought the optic myself. I had to go really inexpensive on the optic to make sure that we could afford to do all the rest of those things. But all in all, this is an amazing shooter, and you're going to see how well just in a second. But pretty nice.
Yeah, I just love the absolute stark difference.
Right.
You know, I mean, there's so many directions you can go, and these are, you wouldn't even know they're the same starting pistol, which is super cool. And I'm interested to see, there's 2 other guys doing it on a separate channel,
yeah.
and then we'll end up pairing up with them eventually.
At some point.
But it's just a very cool end result to have just 2 radically different. Mine is much more akin to the starting point than this.
Well, I mean, it's still, what we're trying to accomplish is to show, you know, you don't have to spend the $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 on a race gun right off the bat. You can build something to your liking, you know, to whatever
sure.
extreme you want.
Yeah.
Depending what you want to do.
No, I mean, and different, I mean, a race gun, you could this would be classified in open as well,
right.
But this is more of a race gun,
Yeah.
you know, with that. It looks awesome. I'm excited to shoot that thing.
Yeah, this is going to be fun. But, okay.
Yeah.
Go from here?
Let's do it.
All right, let's do that.
More in there than I thought. Oh. All right. It's enough feel, I guess. The thumb rest is awful nice.
Right?
Yeah. the dots, the dot is really low for me.
Is it?
Yeah. Just the brightness.
Yeah, the brightness.
But
yeah. I think that's as far as up as it goes, too.
Is it?
I think. You can try it. Get it up there.
What is it? What dot is it?
Go with tar?
Oh no, it gets way brighter.
Okay, good. It is getting hotter, sunnier back here.
Oh, that went quick. Yeah, man, that feels really nice.
Doesn't it?
Yeah,
Fucking thing's sweet.
that is nice.
That freaking trigger pull, the whole 9 yards. I had him put a short trigger. It's super short.
Yeah, I like shorts. Okay, gonna run a bill drill. So we're at the 7 with the Mac 9. These are the real first shots I've put on it today. I did run a mag through it the other day, but wasn't even zeroed. So this is the first real intentional shooting. Looks like, whoa, too high. Okay. That was a 216. Things are going slow, buddy. I think that one was clean. 196. Through 2. 182. Shit. Through 3. That is all over. That was a mess. Oh, my trigger freeze, dude.
God, I do that constantly. That looked good.
That was, yeah, slow, 214. Trigger is giving me trouble.
Shot 7. What was that?
There's 2 left. I think that top one's a line break.
Yeah, but I shot 7 rounds.
Did you?
Yeah. Pulled one high, huh?
You have a par time set on there too. Yeah.
Still pulled one high.
All right, guys, so now we're starting a little friendly competition between the two. More of the 2 guns than the 2 gentlemen here. So let's, we're gonna start out with some, basically a little bit of warm up, draw the first shot. We're at 25 yards and we'll just kind of make it up as we go. How's that sound?
Yeah, Jeff promised to take it easy on me because he knows I'm just a beginner at this, but we'll see how we do.
Hey, he's sandbagging. Just right. 136. Got him. 132. 141. Dead center. 139. 139 again. 143. That was a 121. That would have been it. 141. 125. There you go. That was a 115. You're creeping down there. 120.
Damn. All right.
All right. So
120?
120.
Okay. 120. Should be easy work for you.
So we're just running 1 mag.
Yep.
Ooh. Trying to get fast. 116. 112. Yank that. 110. 99. Gotta beat a 99. 105. 108. 1 even. 103. I don't know if the 99's gonna happen. 1 round left. That's a 9-1, so. Nope. 9-9.
9-9, huh?
A lot of misses trying to go fast.
I know.
Yeah.
There's so many.
Yeah.
And I think for me, I'm grabbing really high on this,
Yeah,
and then I'm not
when you
sitting on
miss.
this. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like, man,
So
I'm real high.
let's move over to the little one, get a little more precise.
Okay, that works.
So one mag again. Tad low. 139, stand by. There you go, 142. That was a 128. Get that one. There you go, 127. Just high. 137. 109. Nice. 112. All right, 109.
Okay,
Nice.
109, not too bad.
No, that's good.
I was wondering if I was gonna ever hit.
Oh man. Going high, man. 115. 113. 109. 104. 104. High as hell. 110. 106. High again. Last one. Go fast. It's trying to get it fast. Not a great performance, but 104. Let's do something else.
All right, appreciate Velocitas. You can see they sent out some ammo for us to use. It's the 96 grain solid copper hollow points. This is some of the nicest stuff to shoot through your ported guns because it doesn't come apart. And there's a lot of plating on any of the manufacturers. They put at least some sort of plating on the outside, and that comes out your ports. This, being solid copper, doesn't have that issue, so these are some of the nicest rounds to use for your ported weapons. All right, so part of the challenge, we're gonna go ahead and shoot from the 25-foot line, right? 25 feet?
25 yards.
25 yards, we're shooting at 25 yards. We have two targets. We have a center A target, which is about 7 by 12, and then we have a much larger silhouette target. Both of them are steel. We're gonna see who can get the fastest time, one shot on each target.
Take it away, we got one mag.
All right, one
We'll
mag.
go faster. Stand by.
Shot 3 rounds.
That was a 246.
One miss.
208. 222. That would have been it. That was a 207. 221. Stand by.
That would have been it.
All right, 208.
208, best time.
Ooh. Whew. Going too early.
There you go.
181. 174. All right, 174.
Nice.
All right, and then last drill we're doing with our own guns is gonna be the 10 out of 10. So half an A zone at 10 yards, 10 rounds. We'll each run a mag, so you'll have 2 runs at this, and we'll see what happens. I guess we'll probably use hit factor here, but let's see how she goes. One high at a 453. So we'll just do 2 runs each. One right. I think that was the first shot, maybe one high too. That was a 416 and 2 out.
What was your best time?
416
With 2 out.
with 2 out.
Okay.
It hit 2, so yeah, 10.5. So 2, 8, 4, 16, that's an 11.
Okay, 11 play.
So 11.
Okay. let's do another one.
Okay. Oh, that was 9.
Got short stroked.
Dude, those are all in too.
Yeah, it's kind of slow.
No, that was 402. You were running like, you were going hella fast. So 402. What do you do? What do you do for a mic?
Yeah, just call it a mic.
Here, run one more. So let me just write it down. 402 with with just one mic.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
I think just one Charlie, dude, in 414.
That's 2, I think.
Oh yeah. Well, that one's a line break.
Line break, 1,
1, 2. So the first one, 7.4. And then this one was a 414, 8 hits, 2 Charlies. So 11.11.
Not bad.
Yeah, that wins, dude.
It did, huh?
Yeah. Time is huge.
But no, you had 11 flat.
Yeah, so you win. You want the higher number.
Oh, I had the higher number.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Nice.
Sweet. That wasn't too bad.
All right, now we switched guns, so I get an opportunity to shoot Razer MP's gun. This thing feels so good in the hand. I love it. I like this, the Cerakote carbide. Is that what that is? Cerakote carbide?
Silicon carbide, yeah.
That feels really nice. And I never shoot thumb rests. So, and if I have, it's just been on a slide stop thumb rest. So this is definitely new to me, but it feels really nice. Let's see if we can, the only downside is that I can't put this, our holsters aren't compatible. So we're gonna go from low ready. So we'll run a bill drill on steel and see how she goes.
179.
Feels good.
Yeah.
I mean, that thumb rest, you can just,
Torque it down, right?
yeah, I mean, the odd part for me is just like the
Grip.
It's not even the, I mean, it's like having like finding the dot in that optic. It's just in a different location for me.
The same.
Like it's just a little, I mean, it would just take a few reps, but
It's nice though, it doesn't move.
no, it's just it's perfect. But just the index for me, it's just in a different location than I've ever shot with. Okay.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Stand by.
Oh, little trigger freeze there.
172.
Really? That was faster than the first one.
Yeah.
Okay, last one. We'll run 3.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Stand by.
Missed. I had a miss there. Maybe 2. Feels really nice.
184.
Ooh, I had a trigger freeze on that.
That was 5.
Yeah, I had a trigger freeze. It locked
Yeah.
up on it.
Nice.
170.
Very nice.
That one went well, man.
Yeah.
But that's, this platform is what a little bit more of what I'm used to.
Yeah, familiarity with it.
So it's just something the 2011, 1911 styles that I'm used to fit this
Yeah.
mold right here.
Yeah.
That's gonna take a little bit more. That one's gonna take a little bit more, but man, you can hold that thing flat.
You really can, yeah.
It doesn't, the dot not moving, just amazing. All right, so we're gonna do another challenge. We're going to do a 1-1-2, which is 1 on the left steel target, 1 on the right steel target, and 2 on our paper target in the center. So we're gonna give that out, try that out with one another's guns. So low ready. That was a miss over there, right?
Yeah.
259.
Okay.
245.
I just ganked that one. Okay. Can't hold this. All right,
Yeah.
you ready to go?
Yeah, let's do it. Missed him. That one I tried to not bring it up and like punch it out, and it didn't work.
It didn't work.
Oh, thing's awesome though, man. That's fun.
It's a good time.
I've never shot an actual race gun. So.
Well, and that thing, it just absolutely kills. It's just a matter of getting used to it, I guess. Because like you and I are both used to this type of racing.
Yeah, it's definitely more foreign.
Yeah.
But it feels fantastic and it shoots beautifully.
Yeah, you were moving fast with that thing. So we just finished shooting the pistols that we made, right? Starting at our price point at just under $1,000 for the Mac 9 DS, and you can tell we each went in different directions with developing.
Absolutely.
And I think you find that you don't have to spend the big money all at once. You can do what we did a little bit at a time, like okay, do a trigger job, maybe some safeties, porting later on. I think that's some of the nicest things about the 1911 DS 2011 platform is that there's a lot of parts out there that you can switch out and work with. But I really enjoyed shooting both guns, Jeff.
Yeah, I mean, starting with the Mac 9, it's kind of one of those guns that I think it shoots well enough out of the box relative to the price point that if you're getting into the 2011 space, that's a great gun to pick up. And like Ramon said, you could do a little bit at a time. And you can either go a direction of I want to make aesthetic choices and leave the gun as is and it'll shoot great, or you could get some performance upgrades, which for me would be based trigger and then a grip. I like heavy grip, that's why I went with steel on here, but aluminum grip, and then porting is obviously going to improve the performance as well. So there's a lot of options, all can be done incrementally. And also, as Ramon said, we went a totally different direction. Mine's far more what I'm familiar with, but I will say shooting that with the thumb rest like an open gun, that's an absolute blast. And it was so cool just to see the different directions and final results.
Yeah.
I think they both shoot really well, but they're just, they're different animals.
And for the price point, what other guns do we hit at that price point? Like maybe the MPA DS9 is right around that $3,000.
It's a little above it, but it's in that area. I mean, our initial price was $3,500 total, right? And we both came in under that.
Right.
So yeah, the MPA would be in there. I mean, you have the SIG P211, and you have the Stealth Arms Platypus. You have Jacob Gray Hex, the Hex. You have
Bull Armory.
Bull Armory.
Right.
Me personally, and I know this is always a contested issue, but I like to run 2011 magazines. So a lot of those guns run Glock mags, or they have proprietary mags, or the P211 runs P320 mags, and it's really just a matter of convenience for me. Having compatibility through the vast majority of my pistols makes it very easy. But I do think if you are somebody that had a P320 that you're no longer shooting as much, or you know, you have a bunch of Glock mags, I think there's so many great options where you don't have to spend a bunch of money on new magazines, because 2011 magazines can get pricey.
No, absolutely, and that's some of the things that you consider, right? The mags, how much they cost. 2011 mags can be kind of expensive, so I know guys like platforms like the Platypus because they use Glock. Fusion Firearms, the XP Pro uses Glock mags. The 211's now using the P320. I think OA Defense uses the P320 type.
It does, yes.
So
they're more than they're up there a little bit.
Yeah, the price wise, they start climbing quite a bit. And as you get up there, you start hitting like the staccatos, and you start hitting a lot of the prices that are above that.
Yeah, I mean, a staccato P would be in our ballpark. You know, there's a couple staccatos, but they're not ported or anything. I think these would outperform those hands down.
Easily. These guns, and then they're fit to your personality, right?
Absolutely.
At this point, you could buy a production gun that is performance driven, or you can make a production gun, or not a production gun, take a production gun and make it your own and personalize it to what you want, maybe your personal preference, your shooting style, what have you. And I think you come away with, you know, not only a gun you want to shoot with, but show it off.
Yeah,
right.
I really enjoy the personalization and customization. And if you're somebody that is a tinkerer, or I mean, a lot of this stuff can be done, you know, trigger jobs, grip swaps, things like that. You can do at home, and I really enjoy tinkering with my guns. Obviously, I don't have a machine shop. I'm not punching holes in barrels or cutting slides or anything like that. But you can do some performance upgrades very cheaply at home by yourself. Buy the parts, bolt them on, and I enjoy it. But you can also go the route of having it professionally done.
Yeah, no, and next up is SOSR Media and Tactical Bearded Dad.
Yeah, they're gonna face off.
So once they get done, then we will circle back around, see if we can't get all four of us in the same place at once.
Yeah.
And then have a really big showdown all together. But man, it's been an absolute pleasure being able to freaking shoot with you, brother.
Yeah,
finally.
likewise. Absolutely. So, yeah, stay tuned for follow-up videos to this. There will be more coming. Until then, comment, like, share, and most importantly, subscribe. I'm Jeff for the Weapon Collective.
Ramon, Razer MP, and thanks to Chandler Tactical for all the work they did as well, and Velocitas for providing ammo.
Yeah, I got to give a big shout out to Viking Firearms for this build as well. So stay tuned, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks, guys.